I wanted to prove everybody wrong, all the doubters thinking that I was going to lose in the third round, first round. I was looking at comments as well. But what do you know, man? I'm the first Mexican heavyweight champion of the world. I'm still pinching myself to see if this is real, man.
Good job.
Wow. It's amazing. Mom, I love you. I love you, and our lives is going to change. We don't have to struggle no more. Thanks to God, everything happened for a reason.
Main man here. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing, man. So there's starting to be a question that's starting to arise now out of all of the debates and conversations and stuff like that. Well, there's been a little confusion over whether there was a rematch clause or not between Anthony Joshua and Andy Ruiz. Well, a lot of people, I think, are confused about the fact because we've heard come out of AJ mouth something to the effect of he's not sure if there was a rematch clause. But we see Eddie Hearn, ever since that particular fight, been speaking on nothing but the rematch. And he's also out in quotes today and in news articles are stating that he wants the rematch to go down sometime in maybe November or December. And he also wants the rematch to go down in the UK. These are the words of Eddie Hearn, the promoter. Now, the question I have is this. If there's a rematch clause and this rematch going to go down or whenever at the end of the year, whenever they feel as though it should go down. Now, whether or not AJ should get back into an immediate rematch with Andy Ruiz, I think he should. But that's not the question of this video. The thing is, if the rematch does go through, as you know, Eddie Hearn says, my question is, should this rematch go down in the UK or should this rematch go down in the US? Let's dig a little further into this. The thing is this. If the fight was to go down in the UK, you know what? I guess you can just put it together like this. Should they go after the foundation or should they go after the bag? Because if the fight goes down in the UK, they're going after the foundation to secure the foundation. If the fight goes down in the US, the rematch, then they're securing the bag. What I mean by the securing the foundation is if the fight happened in the UK, right? Everybody who has been supporting Joshua, all the diehard Brits over in the UK that loves themselves some Anthony Joshua. Well, y'all have been supporting him and supporting the image of Joshua. This indestructible champion that's running through the division, taking all the belts. No one can beat him. No one is better. Well, now y'all see cracks in that particular image. Now y'all see certain vulnerabilities. I'm not expecting for the UK public to turn their backs on Anthony Joshua. I would think that y'all will be a little more loyal than that. But you guys got to see certain vulnerabilities that y'all haven't seen in the past. Now, y'all have seen Anthony Joshua knocked down, but to get back up and to win those fights. No one has never seen Anthony Joshua knocked down 4 times and barely win a round. No one has never seen that. So to prevent any fans from jumping ship, a guaranteed rematch in the UK in front of those fans to show them that your champion is still here. I just had an off night. Should Eddie Hearn, Matchroom, Anthony Joshua, Andy Ruiz go and have this fight in the UK and for Anthony Joshua's sake to secure his foundation of supporters? Or on the flip tip, in the United States, where the bag is bigger, where there is more money, where prior to the Andy Ruiz fight, there was a goal from Matchroom and as well as the network that Anthony Joshua fights on in DAZN The goal was for them to win over the American public because it's more money, more prestige, more everything. And one thing I know about my fellow Americans, we love an underdog story. We love a comeback story. If Anthony Joshua can win that rematch here in America, in front of all of the fans that Andy Ruiz will bring to this event now, because the Hispanic population, they're going to line behind Andy Ruiz in droves. The Mexican population, the Mexican American population, they are going to line up behind Andy Ruiz in droves. This upset over the weekend has created a new attraction at the heavyweight division, and that attraction name is Andy Ruiz. So then AJ can possibly beat Ruiz in front of all of these fans, his current fans and newfound fans. He can give the American public an underdog or comeback story, which, once again, the American publics, we just suckers for that. We love to see a comeback story, a rocky story. By AJ, if he can then possibly somehow defeat Andy Ruiz in front of the Americans, well, this puts back on track everything that was on track before the fight. A fight with Wilder is now possible again, Fury, the whole 9 yards, all the prestige is back into that fight. Most importantly, DAZN would have won over a significant amount of possible subscribers, especially in the Mexican-American genre or the Hispanic population where they are catering to right now, given that they have the acquisition of Canelo Alvarez. They can win over a major, maybe even a lot of the American just boxing fans in general. May go over to support AJ if he can do the comeback story in front of the Americans. Maybe even a trilogy with Andy Ruiz. I don't know. Or do they do one in the rematch in the UK at the end of this year and set up a trilogy to be finished here in America? Either way, that plan even works pretty good, because a rematch in the UK will secure his foundation. You do it as a trilogy and you do it again in front of the American audience. That works. That works. But I don't know. what y'all think is the right path? Fight fans, let me know in my comment section. Which path do you think is the best path to secure the foundation of supporters? Make sure no one jumps ship. Make sure that you don't lose anyone that you already have in your column. And that's putting the fight on in the UK, or going after a whole new crop of fans, a whole new bag of money, pleasing your network, pleasing your promoter, putting much more pressure on yourself, but you pleasing everybody else, even the fans, the American fans. Should AJ go down that road? Honestly, I feel even weird asking this question because AJ is the loser. But if there is a rematch clause that was put in this situation, I'm sure it was put in there by AJ and Matchroom. So we got to put the question at their feet. We should be asking this question of the champion, of the real champ, the guy that beat the guy. He should be making some calls in this. But who knows, given the type of contracts that Matchroom and Anthony Joshua is known to give out, well, we could just have our doubts. You know what I mean? So which way should he go? Should the rematch be here in America or over in the UK? Which thing will he look to secure first? The bag? Now, people may say, well, AJ got money, so maybe the money thing can wait. And they got to make sure to keep their people in line, to keep their people supporting. Give them a reason to continue to support by fighting in the UK. And maybe that's how Eddie Hearn is thinking, because he is adamant and fixed on having this rematch in the UK. But DAZN's got to be sitting back and looking at this situation. And DAZN's got to be saying to themselves, well, we got a really good opportunity here. We now have an opportunity as a rocky underdog story to now really attempt to win over the American public. We got a huge opportunity here. Which way should they go, fight fans? Riddle me that. To the next video, Main Man Made Man. Don't forget to subscribe to Twitter, Made Man 511, Facebook, Main Man Made Man Boxing Forum, Instagram, Main Man Made Man. Stay tuned this Wednesday coming up for We Talking Boxing. Sorry for the Sunday show not being aired because of technical difficulties, but we will definitely be on Wednesday night and maybe even the night before then. But I gotta ask y'all, fight fans, which way should he go? Which way should he go? Damn. Will this be decided by AJ? Or will this be decided by his handlers, by his networks, by his masters, if you will? Or does AJ got to say so and say where this fight should go? I wonder that. But we'll see. So, to the next video. Peace out.